Welcome to Moving Near Austin, Texas. My name is Lori Riley with the Jamie Novak Group. If you're moving to the area or just want to know what the area has to offer, stick around and we'll talk about the pros and cons of living near Austin, Texas. Austin serves as the state capital and has about 1 million people. It's the 11th largest city in the United States and the 4th largest in the state of Texas. One of the things that brings people to Austin, Texas is the thriving job market. Austin has a low unemployment rate. Companies in the tech industry like Apple employ over 7,000 people. Apple plans to have about 15,000 employees. Dell Technology has about 13,000 employees. IBM has about 6,000 employees. Another pro about Austin, Texas is the Austin music scene. With hundreds of live music venues and events like Austin City Limits, the city is a haven for music lovers. Artists like Stevie Ray Vaughan and Willie Nelson emerge from Austin's music scene. Austin is also a creative community. It's a thriving arts and culture scene with galleries, festivals, and street art. One of my favorite things about Austin, different types of dining options. There's world-class barbecue, Tex-Mex, craft breweries, and lots of food trucks. There's an area called The Picnic in South Austin with different food trucks, all different kinds of food. You can go and try one of everything and sit in the park and enjoy the outdoors. Lady Bird Lake Hike and Bike Trail, Zilker Park, and the Barton Creek Greenbelt, some of the trails and parks in the area. There's opportunities for kayaking, paddle boarding, and swimming at Barton Springs Pool and Lake Travis nearby. Since 1915, Deep Eddy Pool has been a popular swimming destination for locals and visitors. It's on the west side of town, and it's the oldest swimming pool in Texas. Zilker Metropolitan Park hosts multiple music events and festivals and provides scenic spaces for recreation. In Zilker Park, clear water fed from underground springs stays about 68 degrees year-round. Walnut Creek Metropolitan Park spans 293 acres, and it features hiking trails, leash-free dog parks, playgrounds, and sports fields. And then the Converse Avenue Bridge has about 40,000 bats living under it during certain times of the year that take flight at sunset. There are highly rated schools around the Austin area, and there's also universities such as the University of Texas and St. Edward's University and Austin Community College nearby. Although Austin isn't one of the cheapest places to live, there are some ways that make it affordable. So residents benefit from Texas's no state income tax, and there's affordable energy costs. Utility bills are generally lower than the national average. Home prices are still affordable in contrast with other cities. The median home price in Austin is about $570,000. The cost of living is lower than the national average. Austin has a strong community vibe and is voted one of the best places to live, according to U.S. News and World Reports. Austin has a strong community spirit and is known for being welcoming and family-friendly. Austin offers plenty of activities for families, from museums to outdoor festivals, and then the other outdoors like the Barton Creek swimming pool and the Deep Eddy Pool and other places like that. Austin's known for its inclusive and welcoming community with a mix of cultures and lifestyles. In fact, Austinites embrace the phrase, "Keep Austin weird." It's a quirky and eclectic culture that celebrates individuality and creativity. Austin is warm year-round, except when it's really warm a few months out of the year. But usually it's mild temperatures, sunny weather. The average temperature year-round is about 70 degrees. It rains about 35 inches a year, 3 inches less than the national average. And the warmest months are between July and August, and temperatures will get up to over 100 degrees, and for sometimes weeks at a time. So there'll be some water rationing, and you really have to be careful and preserve the water. The coldest month is in January. Low temperatures can be as low as 38 degrees and about a high of 62 degrees. The best time to visit Austin for outdoor activities is during March, April, October, and November. Along with weather being a pro, it can also be a con because of the extreme temperatures a few months of the year, about 4 months of the year. While not as humid as some cities in Texas like Houston, the humidity humidity can be pretty high. Austin doesn't have a lot of bad weather. In the springtime, there can be some inclement weather, some thunderstorms, sometimes risks of tornadoes, a couple of tornado sightings every once in a while. Although housing is less expensive than in some cities in the United States, housing can be expensive in the Austin area, particularly in the city of Austin. The popularity has led to high real estate prices and rent costs, making it less affordable than other Texas cities. Housing is one of the largest contributors to the higher cost of living. Costs for dining, groceries, and services are higher than in other parts of Texas, but not compared to the national average. Texas has no state income tax, but property taxes in Austin are among the highest in the state, around 2% to 2.5% of the home's assessed value. Austin can have a lot of traffic. You need to plan your times that you travel around Austin to try and avoid rush hour traffic and very busy times in traffic. The rapid growth has outpaced the infrastructure and development. There always seems to be a highway being worked on or being built. Highways like I-35 and Mopac Expressway often experience heavy congestion. Transportation costs are about 10% higher than the national average. Factors contributing to the costs are toll roads and the distances it takes to commute. Toll fees for highways like 183, 290, and Loop 1 can add up depending on what route you take. 74% of the people commuting to work are going by car. 10% of employees carpool, 4% use some form of mass transit. Even with traffic, the average one-way commute in a city is about 24 minutes, which is a little less than the national average, 26 minutes. Slightly over a third of all workers drive longer than 30 minutes to get to work. With gas prices being about $3 per gallon for regular unleaded, and car insurance rates are slightly above the national average. Parking fees, maintenance, and depreciation also add to the cost of owning a car. While Austin is relatively bike-friendly, the hot climate and lack of bike lanes in some areas can be challenging. There are definitely times of the year that you do not want to be riding a bike. In the middle of the day particularly is very hot. Cap Metro is a bus route. There are one-way passes and weekly passes for those that live near transit lines. Austin's also known for its allergies. They may be seasonal allergies for some. We have hay fever in the fall, ragweed mid-August to mid-November. In winter, we have cedar fever, and there's cedar pollen from December to February. During the spring, we have oak, elm, pecan, and ash tree pollen. The rapid development in Austin has led to some gentrification, displacing long-time residents and altering the city's character. Low-income residents are no longer able to move in and instead move to lower-cost areas on the outskirts of the city. There's also some overcrowding. Parks, restaurants, and entertainment venues can often feel overrun. To sum it up, there are some pros and cons to living in the Austin area, but one of the great pros is there are a lot of great suburbs nearby Austin. If Austin isn't the perfect fit for you, we are happy to show you around other areas near Austin that are not a far commute. If you're working in Austin, can stay within your budget and help you find what you're looking for, if not in the Austin area, near the Austin area. We'd love to welcome you to Texas and to Austin and help you make Austin home.